Campaigners have taken their fight against the planned high-speed rail line HS2 to the Supreme Court. They're claiming the government didn't carry out enough environmental checks on the controversial route. The railway, which would cut through the Chilterns, has a price tag of more than £46 billion. 7 judges at the Supreme Court are hearing the case. Victoria Cook has spent the day there and joins us live from Westminster. Victoria, this is an important day for campaigners, isn't it?
It is an important day. It's when they bring their fight to the heart of Westminster, here to the Supreme Court, one of the highest courts in the land. And this really follows a year of not being very successful in other court hearings. So they've brought it to the Supreme Court. And this is quite an unusual court in that this is a panel of judges that listen to the hearing. There's usually only 5 here at the Supreme Court, but in this case, there's 7. Now, today's been all about the campaigner side. The legal representatives have been talking about how the government needs to go and do more environmental checks on this HS2 route. The campaigners say they haven't done enough checks. The government say, well, we don't need to do these checks just yet. We haven't made a final decision on whether HS2 is going ahead yet or not. Well, in court today it was Richard Houghton from the HS2 Action Alliance. Richard, the government says that this is vital for the country, so why are you opposing it?
2 reasons. Firstly, we don't think there's a business case for it, and secondly, it's certainly not the right solution for the capacity problems that we have on the railways at the moment. But today's case is all about the government's failure to provide a strategic environmental assessment for the proposed line and its alternatives.
And so far the campaign groups haven't been that successful, have they? This has been a year of fighting, battling in the courts. You've come to the Supreme Court today. How successful do you think you'll be?
We're confident that we'll get a good result here. I mean, I think it's safe to say that if you're going to force through a £50 billion railway, you better do it as environmentally soundly as you can. The fact that we've been given leave to appeal to the Supreme Court, the highest court in the UK, means that we feel that the judges beforehand felt we had a case.
One of the options here is that it could go to Europe. How do you feel about that as an option?
I think if the judges in the Supreme Court don't feel they're in a position to make the final decision, we're very happy to go to Europe next year.
That will delay it by some considerable time though, won't it?
No, we think it will delay it, but we think the European legal process will be complete within 12 months.
Thank you, Richard.